Iranian protesters are chanting, "Our enemy is not USA. Our enemy is Islamic Republic." Our enemy is not USA. Our enemy is Islamic Republic, while refusing to step on the American flag on the ground, painted on the ground. I respect that. World War III is Kaepernick's only chance of ever being drafted again. Because Stone Cold said so. Because Stone Cold said so. Raise hell and praise Dale. 25% off. Earnhardt Petty 20. Raise hell and praise Dale. The best of 2019. Just saw this guy testing out mowers to pick which one is right. He was holding a beer and telling his kids to get out of the way. Yell at his kid to get out of the way and hold a drink. Hi Taylor, it's Carolyn from Bernie 2020. Bernie believes we have a corrupt political and economic system that needs major change. He's running for president to make our economy, our government, and our healthcare system work for all of us, not just a wealthy few. Are you in for Bernie? Hashtag Trump 2020. Yesterday, 8:52 p.m., thank you for sharing. May I ask if you have a second candidate? Today, 6:13 a.m. Kid Rock, Burt Reynolds, Ronnie Mack, a newborn bald eagle. Basically anyone that isn't going to take my hard-earned money. Today at 6:13 a.m. she said that. And give it to lazy bums who don't want to work. And keep your grimy paws off our guns, too. You know, Iran doesn't scare me. What scares me is the amount of people who are defending terrorists rather than their fellow citizens. Tell us how you would have handled it. There's a special name for girls who watch the national championship instead of The Bachelor. We're back-to-back World War champs. Don't make us three-peat. 25% off. Back-to-back. 1918, 1945 World War champs. Question of the century. Tied game. 30 seconds left. Forrest wants to go home. Bobby thinks Forrest was talking bad about his mom. Could Bobby stop Forrest? Number 44 or Bobby Boucher? Who you got? We just need to send Coach O to Iran and tell him they ate all his crawfish and bignets. They ate all your crawfish and bignets.
We're coming. And we ain't backing down.
The only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. I'm not scared of ISIS, North Korea, Iran, Russia, or anybody else. I'm worried that the blue-haired, safe space, socialist, PC, socialism-craving country will ruin this great nation. And snap, it's all gone. I don't want a president that everyone likes. I want a president that gets shit done. $5 deals. TRUMP, Trump. Elect that motherfucker again. 2020. Best of 2019.
Like any other gun, it's a gun. If I choose to take this gun and assault somebody with it,
Scary.
here, then it becomes an assault gun or an assault rifle. This is a golf club. If I take this golf club and I assault somebody with it, then this becomes an assault club. You see how assault is a verb, not a noun. Assault club, when I use it to assault. Assault rifle, when used to assault. Thank you.
So here's the medal with the seal of the state of Texas. And on the back it says, the Governor's Medal of Courage, awarded to William Jack Wilson, January 13, 2020. It's my honor, I'm gonna get you bent down, there you go, to present this to you.
The United States has become a place where entertainers and professional athletes are mistaken for people of importance. I've needed a doctor, I've needed a teacher, I need farmers every day. I've needed an auto mechanic, a plumber, a house painter, and a lot of other everyday people, but I have never, not even once, needed a pro athlete, a media personality, or a Hollywood entertainer for anything. I do feel like if I go back to school and focus up, I can be part of Congress. I deadass have so many ideas that make sense. I just need a couple of years of school and I can shake the table. If all Republicans were like Reagan and all Democrats were like JFK, this country would be going places. We live in a country that you can be arrested for fishing without a license, but not for entering the country illegally. Just think about that. Camo, America's away colors, 30% off. We the people. I won this because I was the best of 2019.
America cannot have nice things.
You guys just gonna let this fish die like this?
No, sir. We're going to take them home, fry them up, and eat them like normal people, because we don't eat grass.
What if this was a human child?
What if this fish was a lesbian dude? I bet you wouldn't throw it back then.
This little child right here understands
That his dad has a huge vagina. I'm pretty sure we're all on the same page.
what was the first thing God said?
I'm pretty sure God turned like one fish into like 5,000 fish tacos, and everybody ate and drank and got all drunk and fucked up, and it was lit.
Call the police. I just saved the fish life. How about that?
He just launched that fish. Like, that fish died by impact, I swear to God.
Fishing is wrong. I'm wrong for telling kids that.
No, fuckhead. You're wrong for being a misinformed asshole. Those two gentlemen that are fishing have every right to fish there. When they caught that fish and put it on shore, it becomes their property. You just took their property and threw it. I would have threw your kid in the fucking lake. This is...
Hey, FedEx guy for the win. America, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, boy. My new hero, father who beat man to death for raping his 5-year-old daughter, faces no charges in Texas. The presiding judge did not rule him guilty. If you think America is not special, I'd like to remind you that yeehaw can't be translated to any other language. Damn it, I love this country so much. North Carolina Sheriff, I will not enforce an unconstitutional law. This man is my new hero.
Esther, as you can see, I'm here. I just want to personally...
Could you pull that mic up a little bit?
Is that better? Okay. I just want to personally and publicly go on record supporting this resolution before us this evening. You know, guys, it's simple, like a lot of them have said. The Constitution needs no explanation. It's been enforced for several hundred years now. It's easy to understand. It says what it means and means what it says. And the last time I read the Declaration of Independence, it specifically reminds all of us that we're endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights, which means God-given. Among these, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, and that governments were instituted among men specifically to secure our God-given rights. And it says when government becomes destructive to these ends, meaning when they go above and beyond trying to secure our liberties and trying to take them, it's the right of the people to alter or abolish that government, either by voting or ultimately, God forbid, to use our Second Amendment rights to protect ourselves from tyranny. And I'm just asking all of y'all to unanimously join our sister counties of Wilkes, Surrey, Stokes, Lincoln, and Cherokee and get on board with this thing and publicly demonstrate to us that you're willing to uphold and honor the same oath I took when I put my hand on God's word and held my other hand up to him and swore that I'd give my life to defend that Constitution. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but regardless of what y'all do or don't do, I'm not going to enforce an unconstitutional law. I'm going to
Betty White is a national treasure. Betty White says the secret to her living long is vodka and hot dogs. Betty White says the secret to her living long is vodka and hot dogs. Wish.com. Screw Uber, it's Friday night, don't drink and drive. Message me and I'll come get you in a 2000 Ford F-250 4x4 with a case of beer and a cooler in the back, blasting Sky Yard on the speakers, and I'll holler, hell yeah, brother, at everything you say. F-150, baby. Hell yes. Camo is patriotic. It's America's away colors. 30% off. We, the people. Safety first.
Level to some of the cooler, more up-to-date stuff.
It's not more extravagant than the second one.
Terrible gun safety.
Bumping.
You may be cool, but you'll never be Jason Everman. Played guitar for Nirvana and Soundgarden, then went Army Ranger, then Special Forces cool. When someone says they don't like America. Tide, back there in the background. Tide Pod Challenge. If you ain't first, you're last. Ricky Bobby for president. 15% off statewide. Ricky Bobby 20. If you ain't first, you're last. Chloe Rivers.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude. This is
You
too much.
twist that dick!
Twist his dick!
Twist his dick!
Oh my god.
Oh, dick twist!
God bless Chick-fil-A. Please take a soldier home and place it somewhere that will remind you to pray for those who serve our country. Chick-fil-A. The 3 times it's acceptable to not stand for the national anthem. Number 3, you're dead. I grew up in a house that wasn't childproof. Rode in the bed of a pickup truck, Boom, ba-doom, ate the home cooked meals. Didn't wear a seatbelt. Rode a bike with no helmet. Didn't have a safe space. And drank water from the hose. And you know what? What? I survived. It's time to bring back that loving feeling. Maverick Goose 2020. 15% off statewide. Maverick Goose 20. Bring back that loving feeling. Words to live by.
It just clicked in my mind that if you just run through somebody's face, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to take that over and 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 over again. They just not gonna want that.
Think there's a deeper metaphor there?
Run through a motherfucker face. Then you don't have to worry about them no more. That's when it just clicked in my...
Now whether you're black, white, green, or purple, you have to respect a man who stood for his beliefs without fear of consequences. MLK.
If the bills go through as proposed, they will not be enforced. They're unconstitutional. We support to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of Virginia, and that's what we'll do. Outstanding. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey Virginia, you want to ban guns because other countries have done it? How about instead of taking my constitutional rights from me, to make you happy, you move your happy ass to one of those other promised lands. This is a hero. This is a whiny brat. NFL? MLK? Guns don't kill people, Clintons do. Watch your six. Guns don't kill people, Clintons do. Clintons kill people, all new. Can't fix stupid.
AR-15 in my hand, I wish I had it. It is as heavy as 10 boxes that you might be moving. And the bullet that is utilized, a 50 caliber,
You serious?
need to be licensed and do not need to be on the streets.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
When you refused to visit the White House because you said the president is not honest, but then you got fired from your job because you were cheating. It's the Red Sox way. The BB Red Sox. U.S. citizens own 40% of all guns in the world, more than next 25 top-ranked countries combined, study shows. Damn it, I love this country so much. See our Occupy rally, Second Amendment rally. Yeah, we're clearly the problem. Let's see. Raise hell and praise Dale. Earnhardt Petty 20. Raise hell and praise Dale. 15% off.
United States Army Staff Sergeant. I retired because in 2003, when I deployed to Iraq, my first mission outside the wire, I was in a gunfight, and I took a 7.62 round from an AK-47 to the back of the skull. Honest to God's truth, that's why I retired. It screwed up my short-term memory, and I can't remember a lot of things, which is why you might see me looking at my hand occasionally. And people are like, that's terrible that you don't have a good memory. And it's not, because I live with a woman, and it could be the best fucking thing that's ever happened in my life. Because I have a built-in excuse to forget everything. And just can't get mad at me, because that would be unpatriotic. I was on tour one time, I called. I was like, hey, I made it safely. She's like, why didn't you fill the ice cube tray? I'm like, because I forgot. She's like, why? Because I got shot in the goddamn head. Fighting for your freedom, so which one do you want, ice or freedom? Because you only get one.
Can someone explain how fewer guns and more police make a city safer? A tale of two cities, Chicago, Illinois, Houston, Texas. Population 2.7 million, 2.15 million. Median household income $38,600, $37,000 right there. African American 39%, 24.0%. Hispanic 30%, 44%. Asian 6%. Non-Hispanic white 29%, 26%. Both cities are quite smaller in population. Employees in the police force 13,500. 5,318. Concealed carry legal? No. Yes. Number of dedicated gun stores? None. 184. Number of other places selling guns? None. 1,500. Homicides in 2012, 1,806, 207. Homicides per 100,000, 38.4, 9.6. Why do law-abiding gun owners get labeled as dangerous radicals when they peacefully assemble, but the leftists who block traffic, assault Trump supporters, damage property, disrespect cops, litter in the streets, and burn the flag get a free pass? Race doesn't matter. Americans care about the Second Amendment.
Why am I out here? Basically, I'm out here because I got roped into it by the group of guys you see standing to my right. But the real reason I'm out here is I do not support in any way, shape, or form Governor Northam's and the Democrats' gun control. What I also don't support is the fact that every news piece you've seen on this weekend, they've always brought up the issue of race, as though it's nothing but white rednecks and hillbillies out here who care for the Second Amendment, when actually Black Americans, Asian Americans, Hispanic Americans, Americans in general care about the Second Amendment. I work at a gun store part-time, and I can't tell you the number of customers I see of all races, all colors, all creeds, who care about the Second Amendment and who just want to peaceably live their lives, enjoy their rights, and the Second Amendment. So that's why I'm out here. And big media, mainstream media be damned. If you take a good look at me, you can see I'm a Black American, and all I'm out here for is to enjoy my Second Amendment rights. That's why I'm here.
Great. And tell us about what do you think about the cordoning off that's going on out here of the Capitol area?
You know what? It's great. What we ought to do is everybody just walk up with master locks, put master locks on the gates, and lock that bastard in. That's what. No, to be quite honest, shut up. What I honestly think about it is, it's wrong. This is our capital. We pay for these grounds. This is not some place for the king to hold up in. This is our capital. This is our state. We have the right to petition for redress of our government, of our grievances. And our grievance today is their treatment of us and the Second Amendment. So the fact that he's got to hide behind fences like he's the king in Braveheart, I think is complete and utter garbage.
Donald Trump has been president for 1,097 days. And people don't realize that people voted for him because they wanted him to be nice. They voted for him because they wanted to get shit done. It's time to bring back that love and feeling, Maverick Goose 2020. 15% off everything. Maverick Goose 20. Bring back that love and feeling. Cloyd Rivers. Waffle House is just redneck hibachi. Dear kids, pumping your arm to have me toot my semi's horn. We enjoy that just as much, if not more than you. Never stop. Sincerely, the American truck driver. USA, USA, USA. No one who fights for this country should have to fight for a job, a roof over their head, or health care when they come. Salute the troops. Camo makes you invisible to terrorists, but irresistible to the ladies. It's science. 30% off at We the People. This is what we're dealing with.
Necessary for home defense. They're not necessary for the average citizen to have. What laws would you like to see? What kind of guns would you like to see banned?
Just assault rifles.
Who would support the ban of assault weapons moving forward? How many of you would support banning the sale of assault weapons moving forwards? Okay, so 5 out of 5. For banning an assault weapon, do you know what an assault weapon is?
Yeah, it's assault weapon. It's like I kind of do, but kind of don't.
Okay.
Like.
It's just, well.
What is an assault weapon?
Can any of you tell me what an assault weapon is?
I guess. But assault weapons, like, does that sound safe to you?
Do you guys know what an assault weapon is?
Yeah, honestly, if you're asking me, any gun that isn't a pistol should be banned.
The same amount of people die by assault weapons as do car crashes in a given year.
As what?
Do car crashes. It's a similar number.
Okay. It's not actually, but.
Or isn't it similar?
No, it's not. So assault weapons count for about 3% of gun deaths, and car crashes are about the leading cause.
Okay, I thought that was. But a lot of people die by gun deaths.
Do you guys know what an assault weapon is, though?
I mean, a phrase that comes to mind is like military-style weapon.
What an assault weapon is? Yeah, it's like an arm that, like a gun, for instance, that you can buy at a shop pretty easily. That is like can cause more deaths than like one, I guess.
I consider any. I'm not even against just assault weapons. I'm pretty much against most guns.
I think that the Second Amendment at this time is outdated. I think that the wording needs to be revisited.
I think it's something that was meant for a different time.
I think the Constitution in and of itself is something that's outdated. Times have changed, and I don't necessarily agree with the Second Amendment to begin with.
I don't think it applies in today's society.
I don't think it leads to anything good or productive or peaceful.
You should be able to protect yourself, but I don't.
Not with a rifle.
But not with like a rifle.
Can't fix stupid.
Is that because you don't know the reason?
Leslie.
Impeached already. You don't know the reason, do you?
He's impeached already.
So I'm going to dominate them. Let's dominate them. So here's the truth about Trump's impeachment. They're claiming that Trump's impeachment is for Ukrainian quid pro quo. The only problem is Nancy Pelosi, who advanced the articles of impeachment to the Senate, admitted that they started this inquiry before Trump was even president. So how can they impeach Trump for something he did as president? You're in the way. So how can you not touch my cameraman, please? Here we go. Yeah, let's get him going. So here's the 5 minutes of hate. They'll deny the reality that Nancy Pelosi admitted that they started the impeachment process before Trump became president. So how?
It's bullshit.
No, that's
Sir,
let me talk. Would you like to talk? What is Trump being impeached for? Sir, I will talk to you. I'll explain the truth. Trump is being impeached for what?
Any article of impeachment.
No, what? What are they bringing forward? Why was he impeached? No, why? Why? What was it? Can anybody tell me why Trump was impeached? Can anybody tell me why Trump was impeached? None of you can. Because no, that's not true. It was Ukraine. It was the phone call with Ukraine. So they don't even know why. They don't even know why Trump was impeached. It was the phone call with Ukraine. And by the way, Nancy Pelosi admitted they started the impeachment process before the phone call ever happened. So they were... No, sir, explain to me what he's being impeached for.
He did not start it before.
No, she said that on a national televised interview.
I didn't hear that.
Okay, well, maybe you should look into it.
I will look at it.
You should, but why should Trump be impeached? What did he do? You're out here protesting.
Look at article of impeachment.
Yeah, this guy again. So there you go. Another impeached Trump crowd that can't say why Trump should be impeached. You can go to every impeached Trump rally in this country, and not one of them can say why Trump should be impeached. Not one of them. And if they were real activists that had any truth to their movement, they can answer a single question. You guys are all frauds. You've all been deceived. Sir.
Most meaningful thing you'll learn today. You all, y'all, yain't, are not, ain't, yanked. John Chicky Donahue, a merchant marine from New York City, snuck into the war zone in Vietnam in the 60s to deliver beer to his 3 enlisted buddies from back home. It is known as the greatest beer run ever and has a documentary made about it. Wife material.
Cheeky. I like that. Bino's hip flask. The family are watching Christmas next year, please.
Damn, it feels good to be American. I'm not crying, you're crying. In loving memory of Charlie, please help yourself to a tennis ball for your dog to enjoy. You may also wish to pop it back in the box afterwards for another pups to enjoy if you wish. To keep it then, that's fine. Remember to live each moment just like your dog with unconditional love, loyalty, and happiness. Wonder, I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. Shake and bake. Camo makes you irresistible to terrorists. Sorry, invincible to terrorists, but irresistible to the ladies. It's science, 30% off. We, the people. If you play stupid games, you're gonna win stupid prizes. Chris Pratt is a real American.
Stop. And now I know where it is.
I've always been, I'm a little insecure about my sweatshirt, okay?
You are?
Because I feel like it's too patriotic. So I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna retire it, okay? Because I don't want to come across as some guy who's just so pro-American, you know what I mean?
World War III almost started. Australia is on fire. Bird, baby bird. 3 volcanoes erupted in Pacific. Erupted. The coronavirus is fixing to wipe us out. And now, Kobe Bryant is dead. Fuck you, 2020. Words of wisdom right here.
Today's a tough day. Today's a hard day. And I hope that everybody at home, you give that person next to you, whatever thing you have wrong in your life with them, if this might be small or big, let that shit go. Doesn't matter. I know I curse, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
None of that stuff matters, man. This is, it's about life and being precious with every damn second we have here, because from somebody who knows who almost happened to me like that, man, it's just over. It's done randomly, arbitrarily. And, you know, his 4 girls and his wife, we need to come around them and support them and help them. And the NBA should cancel all games today. I don't really know what else to say.
Yeah, we should mention there are 8 games in the NBA today. It appears as though at least the Rockets-Nuggets game is going off because they did hold a moment.
It's time to bring back that lovin' feeling. Maverick Goose 2020, 15% off. Maverick Goose 20, bring back that lovin' feeling. Cloyd Rivers. RIP Kobe 24, Bryant. Kobe Bryant, despite being one of the truly great basketball players of all time, was just getting started in life. He loved his family so much, and he had such passion for the future. The loss of his beautiful daughter, Gianna, makes the moment even more devastating. Melania and I send our warmest condolences to Vanessa and the wonderful Bryant family. May God be with you all. President Donald J. Trump. Make coffee great again, exclusively. The perfect Valentine's Day gift. You are a great girlfriend. Very special, very beautiful, really terrific. Everyone agrees this is not fake news. He is a football and track coach in Oregon. Legends never die. Bryant. RIP number 24. The Bachelor really needs a more diverse selection of contestants. Why is it always attractive girls start throwing some 2s and 3s into the mix? I want to see that asshole on a hot air balloon date with a chick who doesn't have any teeth. Steak and whiskey, because America, that's why. Steak whiskey 20, because America, that's why. 15% off. Safety first.
Underneath the trigger guard, roll your palms together. So both your hands are going to sit on the left-hand side of the pistol. You're going to walk out. Both your arms, you're going to push with your right and pull with your left. Focus on that front sight tip. Now, if you want on this 44 Magnum, you can shoot it single action. That's like trigger pull.
Did you mean to do that?
Yeah. Bring it.
Respect. RIP Kobe.
Activities, all that fun stuff, even on weekends. But then traffic started getting really, really bad, right? And I was sitting in traffic, and I wound up missing like a school play because I was sitting in traffic. And this thing just kept mounting, and I had to figure out a way where I could still train and focus on the craft, but still not compromise family time. And so that's when I looked into helicopters and be able to get down and back in 15 minutes. And that's when it started. And so my routine was always the same. Weights early in the morning, kids to school, fly down, practice like crazy, do my extra work, media, everything I needed to do, fly back, get back in carpool line, pick the kids up. And my wife was like, listen, I can pick them up. I'm like, no. I want to do that because like, you have road trips and times where you don't see your kids, man, So like every chance I get to see them and spend time with them, even if it's 20 minutes in the car, like I want that, after school.
The greatest snowman ever. Them. Where do you see yourself in 30 years? Me. Guns don't kill people. Clintons do. Watch your 6. Clintons kill people. Guns don't. Clintons do. 15% off. There are 2 genders. Vaccinate your kids. Trump is your president. Drugs are a choice. Guns aren't going anywhere. Getting offended is the new trend, unfortunately. Hillary is still a loser. Respect is a 2-way street. Being racist isn't cool. Can't fix stupid.
What they said was Hunter Biden got a job. That was vice president.
If that's a crime, I mean, shouldn't half of your children be in prison?
My children are 9 and 11, and I'm sorry that you want to throw a 9-year-old in prison, but at this point, my third grader plays basketball and softball at her school, so stop playing the nasty, stop playing the nasty Washington game.
Basically what...
Welcome to 2020. Are we still using tranny fluid, or is it gender-neutral shift juice now? Auto Parts Napa. I refuse to take gun control solutions from people who have never touched a gun. If you ain't first, you're last. Ricky Bobby for president. 15% off statewide. Ricky Bobby 20. If you ain't first, you're last. Cloyd Rivers. The greatest campaign ad ever.
Yeah, I'm so conservative. I blow up government spending. I own guns that no one's taking away. My chainsaw's ready to rip up some regulations. I got a big truck, just in case I need to round up criminal illegals and take them home myself. Yep, I just said that. I'm Brian Kemp. If you want a politically incorrect conservative, that's me. Brian Kemp.
Man uses shower gun after burglar breaks in while he's in the shower. Second Amendment Daily. 1 minute read. Damn it, I love this country so much. This is important. Scott, I couldn't be more disappointed in the veteran community and the way some people are handling the death of Kobe Bryant. Bitching and whining that the media spends more time on an athlete's death than a soldier's is the wrong way to look at life and a profession at arms. If you joined the military to be famous, you're an idiot. If you are looking for people to thank you for your service, you miss the point of serving. Our veterans today are more celebrated than at almost any point in history, and you want to be Kobe famous when you die. Get real. Dear Lord, please give Kobe and his daughter back. We'll give you Kaepernick and AOC. Raise hell and praise Dale. 15% off. Earnhardt Petty 20. Raise hell and praise Dale. Cloyd Rivers. Ban idiots, not guns.
This is a pistol. To some of you, this is an assault weapon. But in all actuality, this gun shoots the same exact bullets as this gun. They both shoot the exact same caliber. There's no difference in the bullet size. This is an AR-15, what some of you call an assault rifle. This is a 30-06. It's wood, pretty, and it only shoots deer. Here's the bullet for the mean gun that everybody wants to ban. Here's the bullet for the deer rifle that only shoots deer. Here's the mean bullet, and here's the deer bullet. This is a 30-30, a cowboy gun. If I attack someone with a cowboy gun, it automatically becomes an assault rifle. Exactly the same way, if I were to hit someone, this would become an assault 9-iron. Both of these guns will sit here until I move one. This mean black gun is not going to get up and walk away. Oh, come back, gun! I am a law-abiding citizen. So when the robber comes into my house, I'm not going to use a Nerf gun. I will exercise my right to keep and bear arms and protect my family from a threat by any means necessary. And if this video offends you, I suggest you eat a bowl of alphabet soup and choke on the D.
I'm male, female, no. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning and I piss excellence. The average human walks 400 miles per year and drinks 22 gallons of beer. That means the average human gets 41 miles per gallon. Take that, Prius. Budweiser's red, Coors Mountain turns blue. A case of beer is cheaper than a dinner for two. 15% off everything. naturally lit. Is it summer yet?
Where? What? I'm sweaty. Where at? On my butt crack and my balls and everywhere.
Oh, butt crack in your balls.
Every day is Freedom Day. America has 365. This girl is my new hero. Makes me want to chant USA and roundhouse kick at Kami. USA, baby.
Emma Chandra Wijaya.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Broncos fullback spends all his money on Busch Light, chew, and hunting gear. 32 Broncos. When a girl says she'll be ready in 5 minutes, I'll be ready in 5 minutes. She's using the same time scale as when a guy says the game has 5 minutes left. Game has 5 minutes left. Chick-fil-A for the win. Per usual, we will be closed on Super Bowl Sunday, no exceptions. Don't worry, everyone, we will be open per usual. Awful bold of you to assume people actually care if you're open on Sundays or not. It takes 43 muscles to frown and 17 muscles to smile, but only 3 for a sniper to squeeze the trigger. RIP Chris Kyle, 1974 to 2013. 7 years ago today, the world lost the man, the myth, the legend, Chris Kyle. Gone but not forgotten. RIP legend. 0202 Chris Kyle Day. Chris Kyle Frog Foundation. If hearing the national anthem doesn't make you want to chant USA and roundhouse kick a terrorist, USA, pew, you must hate bald eagles and not have a pulse. Hate them bald eagles. Oh, all new. Donald Trump, Keep America Great 2020. RIP Chris Kyle, the legend.